So welcome back everybody to another round of War Thunder Air Combat. This is a video of a game I had on Saturday as well. I took out my B-7A2 torpedo bomber, and I normally really like this bomber because on these specific maps you can at least destroy one or two ships in every round, and once you're got the torpedo or bomb load out of the way, it's actually quite nimble. But I wanted to show you this because this is one of the games or one of the experience I have more and more in the past couple of weeks, and it's something that's really takes away a lot of the fun from this kind of match. You can see here, teammate of mine, Wayland. Big shout out on the here to him. Was really cool flying with him. He took out the first light cruiser, I took out the second light cruiser, and now we're trying to get the hell out of there. There's a zero behind me, and at this point I'm looking, okay, where is he? Where's Wayland? And next to me, okay, so I'm trying to fly a little bit to the left here so that the zero won't go after him. And I'm very fortunate that there's a teammate of mine that's coming in here, so he has to break off. But I immediately spot this P-47 that's now on the 6 of the zero that's just rescued me. So as there's no other fighter around, I loop back. I'm not much of a fighter in this, but at least I give the two enemies here something else to shoot at. Actually, I was totally oblivious to the King Cobra that just went there, but luckily he didn't get a single hit on me. So as you can see, the Ryzen here is taken out by me. Very lucky shot. But this gives the A6 some breathing space to finish off this Thunderbolt. So I'm thinking about going after him as well, but the A6 already finished him off, so I'm returning back to base. Speeding up the replay here is a little bit the video. So while I'm going back there, just this King Cobra and a Spitfire, as well as another P-47 back there. Oh, sorry, two P-47s. And I'm going back to the island to reload my torpedo. And unfortunately for us, two of our zeros now collide. So up till now it actually looked pretty good, but now suddenly the tables have turned again, so we have, I think, 5 or 6 people left. And as you can see, there's one zero there that's being pursued by two P-47s. So at this point I have to apologize to Wayland again. He just shortly before I'm starting my attack run here, he said that he wanted to take out this light fighter, but I had to ditch my torpedo anyway because I saw the P-47s coming in on this zero, and we needed to protect him. So I ditched my torpedo, kill off the light cruiser here, to the dismay of Wayland, but I hope he can forgive me for... Normally I could have gone for the cargo ship that's on the other side of the island here, but I needed the extra maneuverability because, as you can see here, I've actually now diverted one of the P-47s away from the Zero, so it worked very well. He's starting to shoot at me. I'm very lucky here to just get hit once with no major damage. I'm turning. He has to go wide because he overshot me, and at this point I actually thought he had me and I was done for, but as you can see, I'm very lucky evading him for a second time, and now I'm behind him, but he's much faster than me, so trying to hit him here, but to no avail. And all the while, one of the Zeros is landing at the island as well, while I'm pursuing the P-47, which now turns to the island. There's a second P-47 over there that's actually been dealt with just now, but it's a race against time because the P-47 is homing in on the two landed Zeros here. Wayland is joining me. We're pursuing the P-47 here, but unfortunately he takes out one of the Zeros. The other one spawns just in time, can evade his head-on, and I try to get him in the head-on, but try to evade him at the last second, but he rams me, you can see, so I'm out. So this just leaves 1-0 and Wayland in a B7A2, and at this point I'm looking at the scoreboard, and you'll see that there's just one enemy left which has exactly 0 points, which led me to believe at this point that he's AFK and just remaining at the base. So I asked Wayland if he wants to check over there, and he kindly obliged me, but there's no one there. So where's the last enemy? I actually thought that the points you get for taking off are displayed there, so obviously this guy took off and didn't do anything the whole match, which at this point already is about 15 minutes or 20 minutes in, which is kind of strange. And now Wayland says he saw him. It was some kind of bomber, and he saw him when he was at the carrier fleet flying overhead. But he didn't attack anything. He didn't do anything. So, where is he? Well, while I'm spectating, Wayland decides to go for the ground targets, and the Zero is actually trying to climb to find him. And as you just heard, if everything goes on as it's now doing, this guy, just by climbing and doing nothing, absolutely nothing in the whole game, is actually winning. So Wayland needs to either bomb some ground targets so that we're have the superiority in numbers there again, or they both have to find him and take him down. Unfortunately, while Wayland takes out some of the ground forces, he's shot down by flak in a second, and this just leaves us with the last Zero. But luckily, the Zero actually finds him. As you can see here. So now, Wayland just died because he got shot down by flak, and the Zero here now finds this. It's a B-25 flying at high altitude and basically just waiting out the game.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
And while I'm not particularly happy with the kind of approach that my teammate here takes to get at this bomber, I mean, basically he's going in from behind, which is one of the strongest firing arcs of a B-25 bomber. But look at him. The enemy doesn't even try to evade. The enemy doesn't try to do anything else. He doesn't open fire. This really seems kind of strange to me because he's now well within firing range, and normally the gun should have opened up on him already. But I'm slowly getting the feeling that this guy is actually holding his fire so that he can lure him in even nearer to him and then try to shoot him down. So this is basically professional grifting. This guy hasn't done anything the whole match. He did nothing but climb and fly in big circles around the battlefield. And now he's basically just trying to shoot down the last remaining enemy to win. And it's not even that he gets a lot of points. You can see here actually the Zero actually gets one of his engines, but it's not enough. And now he's basically hit several times by the B-25. He's trying to go in for a last attack here. Trying to force him down. And I want you to take particularly notice of what my teammate here is doing in a second. He's closing in on this B-25, which has severely damaged him already, and we know that he's the last one on the enemy team. If he were to ram him now, this would result in a draw, basically. But he doesn't do that. You can see him here. They've reached the edge of the map. He spawned right behind him, getting his bearings on him, opening up again. And he's giving all that he's got. He's out of cannons. He's just shooting with machine guns, getting shot at, getting severely damaged by the B-25. You can see at this point he could easily ram him, but he doesn't do that. He swears off at the last moment and goes for a landing now. And what's happening now is the thing that's really pissing me off, because as you can see, he's damaged, but he still can fly. So he goes down to the island base, and as you can see here now, he's landing under his own power. And suddenly, this douchebag of a B-25 pilot gets a kill for him landing there. And by that, wins the game. And he even now has more points than Wayland has, who did something in this game besides flying around. And I really think that this bullshit, sorry, but this is plain bullshit, has to somehow be fixed by Gaijin as well. This can't be that you have somebody flying around doing nothing and still getting more points than somebody who's really doing something for the team, helping out, and then basically losing because of one grifter flying around in big circles. Till the next time, hope to see you then. Bye.